What is up, YouTube? It's Pete As. I got a little allergy sniffle thing going on today, so I apologize in advance if you hear me struggling with that just a little bit throughout this video. But I got a huge stack of stuff to show you. Mail day recap, show pickups, PC pickups, some PSA DNA stuff back just in the last week or two. Some really nice stuff to show here. A lot of really cool cards. Some raw stuff I got over the weekend at a show. Of course, some graded and some autographs, of course. Let's get right to it. Really quick backstory on this PSA DNA stuff. Well, one of the cards. I bought a vintage collection from a local friend a couple months ago. Some of those cards are out to grade, and I'll be showing them very soon. But one of them was signed, and it was in a screw down, and it looked really good. I requested dual grading. I wanted numeric grade on the card and the autograph, but I only got authentic with a 10 auto on this Pete Rose rookie signed. Beautiful card. I'm afraid either the card stock was considered altered by the screw down, or maybe it's altered in some other way, trimmed or something. It does look a tad short, but I've seen a lot of these. I went and looked that are a little bit short in the PSA casing. I think this year was probably just a tad small. But anyways, it looks amazing. The card itself is in great condition. I was hoping for like a 5, maybe even a 6. The guy that I got it from had his original cert from when he got it done like 25 or 30 years ago. So that's pretty cool. Looks great now. I really like it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but looks really sharp. I did a couple send-away signings with these gentlemen right here. Hall of Famers, Ricky Henderson and Dave Winfield. And I had the raw cards. I was just waiting for an opportunity to send them in with one of my other orders, so I sent them with this order as well. And they look great. I did not request grading on these because they were not in the sharpest condition. Both of the cards are probably like 5 or 6. The Henderson might even be a 7. I probably should have, but I wanted them to look the same just to match up so I can put them with my unsigned rookies. So those look really great. Very happy with that. On a related note, I picked this up at the show a couple weekends ago, or last weekend. This is Pete Rose signed ticket from the game when he hit the record-breaking hit, number 4192, September 11th, 1985. Full ticket, signed, full letter of authenticity from PSA, but the person who owned it had never sent the ticket itself to get slabbed, so I'm going to send this in. I got a really good deal on this. This is not something I would normally buy, but this is extremely rare. There's only, I think when I looked, 8 or 10 total, even in the pop report, slabbed. So once I get this graded, I think it's going to grade probably like a 5 on the ticket, if I'm lucky. Maybe a 4 even. It's got some small wrinkles in it. But the auto looks great, so I think I'd be better off having that slab than trying to move it loose like it is now. And we'll see how that goes. I'm sure you'll see that in a mail day in the future. All right, next, moving right along, let's do some non-baseball stuff real quick. Also picked this up at the show last weekend. This was just kind of offered to me in trade, and the value was really good. I would not normally go after a Israel Adesanya autograph, but it's pretty badass, nice card. I think I'll probably sell it, put it out at the next show, and see if somebody wants it. Nice card, though. Pretty cool. The Last Style Bender. For the Giants PC, I actually did not have a Bill Parcells auto yet. Every once in a while I scan eBay just to try to find one. He's got plenty of different autographs depicted on the Giants. This one just happened to come up and it was cheap. The orange parallel I thought looked kind of good. It's not the greatest card. I don't necessarily go for horizontal cards normally, but got a really good deal on it. So it fills a hole in the PC for now. By the way, number to 5, Spectra Super Bowl champion signatures. On-card auto, Bill Parcells. If I ever get something that's slightly more desirable looking, maybe a horizontal on-card auto, vertical I mean, I might try to replace that eventually. This was in one of the deals over the weekend, just kind of a throw-in the $100 value range. Definitely going to be available. I don't think I've ever actually owned a Malone Rookie, so that's pretty nice. This is actually a nice looking copy, centered front and back. Pretty clean looking card. Centering actually got the lowest subgrade, which is kind of funny because it actually doesn't look that bad. It's a pretty sharp card front and back. That's nice. And then this, not necessarily a PC card, but you guys may remember the dual autograph I've shown a few times of Shaq and Magic. That's from the same exact product, Bowman's Best, the franchise favorites. This is the single autograph that goes along with that dual. And it's made the exact same way, the same exact card technology. So has that same exact textured print to the purple, kind of like a 3D almost to the print. His autograph, of course, matches up with the real ones. So I'll keep that and display it next to the other two, the fake of the duel and the real one of the duel. And people can use them to really compare and look them over. But this right here, I think I got a really good deal on this. I haven't seen one of these sell, I don't remember the last time. And I've been trying to watch to see any comps or even see more listed, and they seem to very rarely ever pop up. So I put a bid on this one, and I'm happy to have ended up with it. All right, next. This was an amazing lot of cards that walked up to me at the show. I won't tell the whole story, but it was just a middle-aged guy. Godfather had passed away. He had his cards. They've looked through them several times. They know what they are. They've done some research. This guy was actually, he had educated himself. He knew a little bit about them. Saw that they were graded and raw, kind of understood the condition, and I was able to purchase these from him. Very fortunate, and I cannot wait to send these out. These are going out, like tomorrow. I had never seen this card before. Super excited to own it. This is a 1929 Churchman Cigarettes. Sports and Games in Many Lands was the name of the set. And this is card number 25 of 25, featuring baseball in the USA. And that is none other than Babe Ruth right there. This is a really cool alternative Babe Ruth card that I've learned a lot about over the last 48 hours since he first showed it to me. And I really love it. It's in great condition. I mean, I'm not going to try to predict it, but it definitely looks like it's a strong 5 with a potential of a 6. Can't wait to get it back. First time ever owning it. Really sweet little card. And centered real nice. Awesome. Next. Also never owned one of these. The old 53 top Satchel Paige. No creasing on this one. A little centered low, obviously. Almost miscut to the bottom. But a really sharp example. Cannot wait to get these back. Back's equally as off-centered to the bottom, but overall, really not a bad-looking card. I guess I will predict on some of these. This one I'm thinking 3.5 range maybe. 4 if I get lucky. A little rough around the edges, but the miscut in that corner. And a little bit of wrinkling in the paper on the back in one of the areas I found. Very nice. Roger Maris rookie. I'd have to say this is the sharpest one of these I've ever held raw. Other than being OC, it is what I would consider almost pack fresh paper stock. Nice bright white around the edges. Really no fraying around the corners or the edges. Really nice card. I think this has an outside chance at a straight up flat 7. So we'll see. Pretty nice. I believe this is my first ever Willie Stargell rookie. This one has a small, almost like a bend in between the two players at the bottom if you look in the light there. Not quite a crease all the way through, but I think that limits this one to about a 3 overall, maybe a 4. Really nice overall, though. It'll look great slabbed, centered pretty well. So pretty excited about that. I have owned Nolan rookies in the past, but this is a very nice looking copy. It had some wax on the front, and it does have a small crease up there above Nolan's head. Doesn't go all the way through, though. It's not really visible from the back, but it's definitely a full cardboard crease. So this is going to be a really nice looking 3 or 4 centered, nice card. Look at the back. Pretty solid centering, and as you can see there, it's visible to the back as well. So that's a full crease on a really nice looking card. That should look really great slabbed. This is another one that probably the nicest copy I've ever held raw. George Brett. These are very often off-centered, rough corners on these, on the color of this card stock. Look at the centering on the back of this one. It's almost like right in the middle. Oh, as we were talking, we talked several times about how his godfather was very particular and very careful with a lot of his collections and a lot of his things that he did. And I kept telling the guy, I kept telling him, man, yeah, your godfather was obviously very picky. Very nice examples of these cards that he collected over the years. This was in his collection too, probably the most modern card he had. Pretty neat. Albert Pugholtz Bowman Rookie, again, very sharp, centered. Just the lightest whiting around a couple spots on the edges. I don't think this one's a 10, but still really nice 9 if it 9s. I'm not sure whether that's going to go to PSA or not, just because of the cost. This was not in that collection, but I figured I'd show it anyways. This was a totally separate deal, but picked up a nice Dr. J rookie. Quite a bit off center. It's a low grade copy. It's probably a 3 or 4, but definitely worth grading and getting slabbed up. Nice to have that. And not even sure why I put this in the stack, but this was in another deal as well. Just a raw 3rd year MJ. Little OC, but packed fresh, very clean. Again, I think I might grade this one, but it's kind of borderline based on cost. It's probably an 8, maybe even a 7. So probably an 8. Looks good. Just off-centered. All right, last 2 stacks here. Let's get to some Yankees already. Let's get to some Yankees. Nice Whitey Ford autograph. Old School Topps Team Legends. Pretty cool card. This Whitey, you've seen this before. I have the gold version. This is the hollow foil or hollow gold 1 of 1. Hallmark's Whitey Ford from Upper Deck Premier. Really nice card. I stole this on eBay. And I say steal as in nobody else bid. The guy didn't even have 1 of 1 in his title. I just looked at the pictures and the description and assumed he was selling the card that was actually in the picture because it was a 1 of 1 in the picture. And that's what showed up. So pretty sweet. Picked this up at the local show, or one of the local shows, I think 3 weekends ago. Leaf Certified Cuts, Whitey Ford, Auto, Pinstripe jersey. That one's numbered only 1 of 16. Another Whitey Ford here. This is the Fleer Genuine Names of the Game. Whitey Ford. Pinstripe, barely. On-card auto. Hand numbered to 100. This is a great set. I love this subset. There are a few Yankees in here, and I think I have 1 or 2 others. Awesome card, though. These old Triple Threads Mickey Mantle Relic pieces are pretty cool. I don't own any. I never owned one, just because I consider them kind of goofy in a way. But this one caught my eye just because it's the Mick parallel or version, and the way the Relic pieces were, that just kind of looked nice. Since I didn't have one yet, I let the guy know I was interested, and we worked it into a deal with a couple other things. But it's pretty cool. The cutout pieces on this tend to have a lot of creases and bends in them from people handling them over the years and catching them on penny sleeves and stuff like that. A lot of times the little teeny pieces will be bent over, but this one actually, none of them are bent. It's really clean, so pretty happy to pick that up. Pretty cool. And that's just pieces of a shirt. I don't know what kind of shirt, but this is an amazing card from Ryan from Breakout Cards. Let me know that he picked up something at one of the shows he was at and that he figured I was going to want it. And man, this is amazing. This is from Top Sterling, the Sterling Silver 1/1 parallel. Each card only has one of these. It's not like a printing plate. This is the 1/1. Back then they came like this with the little 1/1 holographic triangle stamp. 1/1 silver back. Pretty sick card from 2006. Top Sterling. Card number 127. Each player has I think 9 cards. That's how they did it back then. This is just one of his cards, but I just love that picture and the way the background looks, man. So thank you, Ryan. This is just a beautiful card, man. The couple times I posted it on Facebook in the different Mail Day and the Mattingly groups, man, it got a lot of attention. A lot of people loved it, a lot of comments. So really appreciate you finding me this rare one here. Awesome card. And finishing up with a few more Yankees here. I did not have a solo Allie Reynolds cut. Have him on a duel with, geez, who's he on there with? I don't even remember now, but it doesn't matter. But these SP Legendary cuts are some of the best ones. They have a nice picture of the player. They're hand numbered. Usually have a nice large cut autograph window like this. And this one's really nice. Hand numbered to 40. Happy to add that to the collection. A couple smaller Judges. Judges on fire. All rise. You guys aren't going to hear the end of it if this season continues on the path it's on right now. I am one excited Yankees fan, one excited Aaron Judge fan. Hit another one just now today before I started this video. These were in a small trade. I sent out a couple Michael Jordan PSA 10s, actually, like old Skybox from 91. Pretty cool cards, but I preferred these. Pretty cool rookies from 2017 archives, both of them PSA 10s. Put those in the Judge stash. 1960 Topps Roger Maris All-Star PSA 7. That is a really nice card. Got a pretty large fisheye down there by the R, but other than that, the front is, man, really nice. Centered just barely to the right, but otherwise really nice. Back looks really good. This is a sharp, sharp, sharp card from 62 years ago. Pretty cool. Nice one to the PC. Last two, I have this Yogi Raw, but a 9510 popped up on eBay. I had to snag it. I'll sell my Raw one. This is a short print from Gowdy, 2009, Sport Royalty Autographs. These rarely pop up. I believe the gem is a Pop 2, and I remember once seeing this in the Pop Report because I check some of my cards that I have just to see if there's any graded ones out there. And sure enough, this one popped up. It's been graded for quite a while. Look at that 7307 number. I don't know when that's from, but we could check. But it's been around for a while, and it just popped up on eBay. So nice snag there. And we'll end with this. We're going to be right around 20 minutes. I guess that's not terrible. This is an amazing card. 2011 Legendary Cuts. Not the coolest year because it doesn't have player pictures or teams. Because this was right when they lost their... Upper Deck lost their baseball licensing, which is kind of a wild thing to think about barely 10 years ago. But this one happens to be a cut of him signing on a card with his picture, so it looks great. I just thought this one looked awesome. It was already graded. Pretty strong grade. These tend to have a little bit of chips and stuff around the corners, so an 8 is normal. But nice 10 autograph. Bold, centered, cut autograph. Joe D to 35. And that'll do it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a great week and fun at a local show near you coming up this weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody. And go Yankees. Later.